Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, Jay, interesting topic that I want you and I to discuss here quickly that we've seen floated out there on social media by several different fans, not only fans but also pundits like Antonio Tarver, my Orlando brethren, in regards to Terence Crawford and his strength, and the fact that he may have a strength advantage or at least will be on par with Canelo in regards to strength as he moves up to 168 pounds to face Canelo in September. And I thought that was an interesting topic that you and I can discuss. And they're mostly tying it to what we've seen Terence Crawford demonstrate here over the last several years. His ability to deadlift supposedly 455 pounds. And the only reason I'm saying supposedly is because I've never validated that number to be accurate or not. But certainly Terence Crawford is a strong guy. When he was deadlifting that weight, you could see the bar bend a little bit. And when you see the bar bend, I'm looking at the video right now in the bottom left-hand corner. When you see the bar bend a little bit, then that you have some heavy weights on there, because the bar doesn't bend with 200, 300 pounds. I've bench pressed 300 pounds back in my heyday. The bar doesn't bend with that amount of weight. You're starting to talk 400, 500 pounds when you start seeing bars bend. So yeah, he definitely has extraordinary strength, but I think there are a couple of caveats that we got to speak to make sure that we put this in the appropriate context. Number one, I think people feel that Terence Crawford has extraordinary strength because they view him as a 135 pounder, 140 pounder when he was doing this. In reality, we know Terence Crawford actually walks around at around 170 and was melting himself down to get to 140. So knowing that, he's a lot bigger guy than what people think he is. In regards to his overall stature and size. But the other thing that I feel that people have to understand and realize is that Terence Crawford isn't the only one that lifts weights, Jay. There are other individuals that train and lift weight who are also very, very strong. I would actually venture to say that Canelo Alvarez is one of those individuals that lift weights, considerable weights, and has considerable strength. When you look at Canelo and just his overall frame and how he's built, it's just that it's not touted as much as it is with Terence Crawford. I'm going to share my screen here quickly, Jay, because I want people to get the opportunity to see this. This is Canelo Alvarez. Now, Jay, it's hard to tell exactly how much weight this is. Right now on the end, it looks like maybe that's a 25 pounder. But certainly the ones that are in the middle, those are lax. One of which looks like it's 55 pounds. I think we estimated that this is roughly around 400. And he is deep squatting this. This isn't a half squat. This is deep squats that he is doing. And he's doing it quite easily. 400. That's heavy weight. Now, they're going to show a different angle here. They're going to show a different angle. I want to see the different angle. You see how the bar bends? That's heavy weight, guys. That ain't lightweight. Bar doesn't bend with 300 pounds. And Jay, you can attest to this because you've been a personal trainer. Bar doesn't bend like that with 300 pounds. That's heavy weight. So, as I was saying, Terence Crawford is not the only one that lifts heavy weights. So does Canelo Alvarez. But weights really don't matter. When you look at Canelo Alvarez, he has been conditioned to take punches from guys that have come into the ring 180, 190 pounds. Okay? He himself is going to come into the ring at 180, 190 pounds. He understands his body. He understands what kind of weight he needs. And Canelo comes into the ring at 180, very lean. Terence Crawford at 54 on fight night looked softer than what we've seen at 147. And I suspect he'll look even softer once he gets up in weight. And if he doesn't look soft, then that means he's carrying around muscle. Muscle consumes oxygen, which would then make it more challenging in the ring against Canelo Alvarez. And you can lift as many weights as you want to. It ain't going to do nothing for your chin. Jay, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. I mean, I give Bud credit for that, because being a little smaller guy lifting that much weight, I give him a lot of credit because.
But is he small? Is he small though?
Well, when I say small, I mean like 5'8", 140 at the time, because that video is from like 5 to 10 years ago.
But what's his walk around weight at that time?
Probably 170.
Okay, then. So he wasn't 140. He was 170 doing that. Go ahead.
My point, I'm talking, I was 140 and I was benching over 300 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But my goal was always to bench and squat over double my weight.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to do that. Squat it, deadlift it, and bench press it. So it's not an easy feat. You know, now the ring, that does nothing for my chin. That does absolutely nothing for my chin. Also, his opponent also lifts weight. People are acting like Canelo don't lift weight. And also,
can I say something real quick?
I'm not a Canelo fan like that.
Let me say something real quick. For those of you who are going to try to invalidate Jason was all county cornerback when he was in high school and had the ability to play college football. So for those of you who think that we weren't athletes growing up, you're sadly mistaken. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, so I mean, acting like Canelo don't lift weights or Bud's the only one that lifts weight is crazy to me. You know, Canelo is built for that type of weight. He's stocky for being at 5'8", 5'9".
Mm-hmm.
He carries that weight and he carries a punch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people, Canelo hasn't knocked anyone out in years. He's knocked every fighter that he's fought down, though. Everybody he's fought in the last 5 years have been knocked down, regardless of their level. All of them have been bigger than Bud, naturally bigger. So it's going to be interesting what happens. So, I mean, this video to me, it's an old video of Bud deadlifting it, which is a hell of a feat, but it means nothing to me in the day right now. You know, it's all about what Bud's going to do in the ring. That deadlift is not going to help his chin, to your point. It's not going to help him take blows, punches to his rear, to his sides, to his arms, to his forearms, to his thighs, or anything like that, neither. You know? So, I mean, y'all are making it seem like it's one-sided. I do not like Canelo. We are not Canelo fans like that, especially me. Well, we gotta call a spade a spade, but it's not the only one that's lifted heavyweight. Canelo is as well. That's gonna be coming back at him.
Yeah, I agree. And again, the thing about it is he's not conditioned to take punches at 168 pounds. I don't care how much weight you can lift. None of that is gonna. Boxing is you're not wrestling. Like they're commenting on his ability to wrestle and his ability to lift weights as though that's the same thing as, you know, punching power. I would argue that probably Deontay Wilder probably doesn't bench press a lot of weight or deadlift a lot of weight just because of his frame. I mean, he has a slender lower frame, and he will knock a hole through your head. So all of that is irrelevant when it comes to performance. Canelo is naturally bigger, and we'll see what ends up happening. You guys tell us what you think in the comment section in regards to this. I just thought it was an interesting topic that we wanted to bring to you and just have a conversation. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, and we are out.